So today, we're going to review a little bit about what we talked about yesterday, which was lines, because some of us were a little confused about what was actually what, okay? So real quick, let's go over what we were talking about, okay? We made one of those yesterday. So a line, do you remember what was special about a line, Reagan?
It keeps going.
Yes, it goes on in both directions. And how do we show that on the line? Reagan,
By the arrows.
by the arrows, right, okay? So it goes on forever in both directions. No matter what direction it's pointed in, it goes in both directions, this way and that way, okay? And it's always straight, okay? A line of any kind of line is always straight, okay? Who remembers about a line segment? Andrew?
It's just one thing.
You're right.
One
It's
point.
one point to another, one end point to another. It's a part of a line, okay? Who remembers about the ray? Teresa?
It always goes in one direction, and it never stops going.
Right, it has one end point and goes in one direction forever, okay? And on this, in the direction that it goes in, it has the arrows. The end point is on one end and the arrows are on the other, okay? Now, let's talk about the different types of lines that we talked about where they're more than one line, okay? So the first one was intersecting lines. Who remembers about those? Andrew? Yes, they are two lines that cross each other, right? They have one common meeting point and they cross each other. It's two lines. See the arrows at all the different ends of the lines, right? That shows that they keep going on. Who remembers what parallel lines were? Maggie?
They are like lines that never go break apart from each other, but they don't touch each other
Yes, you're right. They're right beside each other. They never touch each other. They keep going on in opposite directions, but they're like running beside each other like a railroad track, okay? And who remembers about perpendicular lines? Marcus, do you remember this one? That's okay. Let's see. Anybody who hasn't answered yet? Reagan.
It's like where it's it's like a cross. It's two lines, but going opposite. And then you have the little square on the corner, so you know it's different from the
Intersecting lines. Very good. You're right. They're two lines that meet at one point, but they meet and form a square corner. Okay? Good job. I'm glad you remember. So you remember how we put the lines into the categories? We're going to do that again today, just so we can review, okay? You might get different lines than you got from the other day, right? Okay. Okay, who's class helper today? The helper. Andrew, would you please pass out two of these to each person? Okay, they're kind of stuck together because they're sticky notes, but two for each person, please. Now I'm going to put these up here so that we can see what we're doing. These might be in different spots from the other day too, so. Does everybody have two? Oh no, you're working on the second one. You have a question or what? Oh, yeah, we started on this side the other day, didn't we? We can probably start over here then.
Can I go?
Can you go last? I suppose. Okay, did everybody get two? All right, so take a second to look at the lines that are on your Post-it note. It's a blank one. Oops. All right, so take a second to look at the lines. Remember, it could be a line, a ray, a line segment, or it could be perpendicular lines, intersecting lines, or parallel lines. Okay? So take a second to look at them, and then we'll come up one by one and put them in the right category, okay? Worth, you want to start? Good. Why is this a perpendicular lines? Because of the square, okay, because it meets at a square corner. All right, Frank, why don't you come up next? Okay,
Seen by the video.
that's all right. Good. And what's that one? Good job. Why is this a line segment? Do you know? You're right, very good. You can go back there. That's all right. Good job, Frank. Okay, Teresa? Good job. What makes this one a ray?
Because it does not look like this or this.
You're
It's
right.
full.
You're right, it has one endpoint and one arrow that goes in one direction. Good job, thank you. Okay, Maggie, will you come up next? Ooh, they're jumping off the board. Good. Good, all right, why are these parallel lines?
They stick together, but they don't touch each other.
Good, they run beside each other. These aren't very sticky Post-it notes, thank you. Okay, Ragged? Good, what makes this one a line?
It's like straight and it it keeps going and it has the arrow.
Very good. Okay, Chloe? Good. What makes this one intersecting lines and not perpendicular lines?
It doesn't have a square.
You're right, it doesn't meet at a square corner. Good job. Andrew? Okay. Good. You're right, very good. These are parallel lines and these are intersecting lines. All right, let's go back to our desk. Marcus?
Teresa has
Yes, she has. You're the last one. You wanted to be last, but you put it on the board, okay? Marcus? Is that a perpendicular line?
Oh,
Right, very good. And why is this perpendicular?
because it's square.
You're right, it meets at a square corner. Thank you, Marcus. Okay, so I'm glad that we remembered all the different things about the types of lines. Okay, I think you guys understand this well. Okay, so you remember how we worked in partners and did the shaving cream? We're not gonna work in partners today, but we are gonna do the shaving cream. But I'm gonna tell you which one to draw, okay? So, you have to be listening, all right? So I'm going to, where's the, oh, Andrew, you're the helper, right? All right, you wanna help me with the shaving cream and everything? All right. You have a question? We can, in case you need to, remember. All right, is that the, one of them didn't work as well yesterday. Is that one? Okay. Do this.
You may need both, it might be empty.
Okay. All right, so we remember the rules about the shaving cream though, right?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Some of us got carried away yesterday.
No, I didn't.
I didn't call anybody out, but remember, you spread it out and you only write what you're supposed to, okay? Don't be splashing in it or touching it to your neighbor's desk. Yep, you guys can go ahead and, go ahead and start spreading it out, okay?
I think I need some more.
I don't think you'll need very much. We're only drawing lines in it.
Yeah, but this much.
All right. As soon as everybody gets shaving cream, we'll start
I don't have
this.
shaving cream.
He's coming. We gotta have some patience. You got it. We don't need very much.
Like,
Let me see if I can get the other one working too.
Like the little tilt thing, put it more straight.
Crank it. If
If
it's a little liquidy, then kind of go ahead and spread it out.
Did you get me?
I did. Go get it.
I know, it's not.
Okay, hang on, I'm gonna get a napkin for that. But if you spread it out, you'll still be able to draw on it. You got that one? Alright. She'll add some to yours. If you add some to hers, it won't be so liquidy.
Miss Reader,
I think this
have
one
a
is
little
done.
more.
I think you've got enough to draw on it.
Yes, I
No.
do.
What are you gonna give me?
This one's up.
I got the fluffy.
Alright, are
I
we
don't
good
know
now?
yet.
Are we allowed to touch
Okay,
it?
good.
I don't have that one.
It's alright, it'll still work. All we're doing is drawing on it. So spread it out, okay? You guys can take about 30 seconds to spread it out and get it the way you want it. And then we'll get started.
This isn't enough. See?
You can spread it out with your hand, not your fingertips. There you go.
Fluffy.
Okay, so now everybody's ready. Alright, first I want you to draw and show me what perpendicular lines look like. Perpendicular lines. Don't forget anything that's special to it, like arrows or endpoints, okay? Perpendicular lines. This is very light, but it's there. Okay? Alright, somebody tell me what's special about perpendicular lines. Maybe I saw your hand
They're
first.
arrows, kind of like a cross.
Yes, it's like a cross. And what do we put on it to show that it makes a square corner? Teresa?
We put on a little bitty square.
You're right. We put a little square in the corner. Okay, so spread it out so we can do the next one.
I'm spreading it.
Okay? I don't think we have much more shaving cream, so don't waste what you have. Okay? Alright. Let's do a line segment.
I don't have enough
Spread out what's on your hand, okay? There you go. Show me a line segment. Remember, it can go in whatever direction you want it to go in. Good. 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 Okay, Marcus, show me a line segment. All right, somebody tell me what's special about a line segment.
Yeah, I
Brandon.
did it.
It's like lifting weights almost.
You're right.
And it has the, what's it called? I forgot what these things are called.
That's okay, it has endpoints. It's part of a line, so it has endpoints to show you where both ends stop, okay? And you're right, it's like the weights that you lift up over your head. Very good. Okay? Let's erase that one, and let's do a line.
This is not a line.
Do a line, Marcus. There you go. All right,
Mine's long because it goes on forever.
good. Show me a line, Frank.
It's about to be slushed.
Very good. Okay?
That's
So everybody knows about a line. I saw everybody putting your arrows on the ends. That was very good.
I did.
Okay? You put the arrows on the ends. I watched you do it. Okay. Let's do intersecting lines. Okay?
Intersecting.
Good. Good. Okay, show me intersecting lines. Very good. So what makes intersecting lines different from perpendicular lines, Teresa?
It has no square box thing.
You're right, it doesn't meet at a square corner. Very good. Okay? Only a couple more. Why don't we do a ray? Show me what a ray looks like. Okay. Show me a ray, Frank.
I have a question.
What is your question?
Can the line do that?
That would not be one line, would it? Because a line is always straight. And eventually those would be intersecting lines, right? Because they go on forever. Okay, that was a good question. All right, so what is special about array? Somebody besides Teresa this time. I'm glad you know it. Okay, Worth.
It goes on in one direction.
In one direction. It has an endpoint and then it goes in one direction. Okay? So you have one endpoint and one arrow. Okay? All right, and this is the last one. Let's do a parallel line. Parallel lines, a set of parallel lines. Parallel lines.
Should a line do that?
It would keep going. It goes in this direction. Okay, Chloe, tell me about parallel lines.
They don't touch.
Right.
And they both have the arrows at the end, and they're like two together.
You're right. They're lines that are running beside each other, kind of like railroad tracks. Very good. Okay. Everybody pick one type of line, and then I'm going to come around and you tell me the line that you pick. Okay? And what is special about it?
Okay.
Andrew?
Parallel lines I never touch.
Very good. Chloe?
A line is always straight.
It is always straight. Marcus?
A line never stops.
It never stops. It goes on in both directions. Maggie?
These lines do not touch each other because they're straight.
Very good. What are they called?
Parallel.
Parallel lines. Reagan?
These lines go opposite ways and then they meet in the middle.
They do. They meet at one point. What are they called?
Intersecting.
Intersecting lines. Very good. Teresa, what did you pick?
I picked array because I think it's really cool.
That's a great reason. What's special about array?
It is not a line or line segment.
It
It's
isn't.
both.
Very good. It has one endpoint and one arrow. Frank, what did you pick?
Line segment.
Good. And what's special about a line segment? You're right. It's one section of a line. It has two endpoints. And Worth?
Same.
Okay, tell me something about it.
It is a line segment.
Okay?
And it stops.
It does. It stops. Very good. You have a question?
Can we have a minute to play with the shading, please?
For just a moment. You guys can, just a second, okay? I'm very glad you guys know all of your lines, okay? We're gonna clean it up in just a minute. Thank you for getting the paper towels. Okay, we are finished. Yes.
Is my hand okay?